Hello friends, today I am going to tell you about what all resources are available, what all games are available, which are very much useful and a value enhancer in the child's knowledge. These are the few games that are actually not available into the market. If you go through the local market, they are not available, and this is why most of the parents are not aware about what all good games are available for the child. So I hope this video helps you. Okay, so first one is called Fiddle, and this is by the brand Infinite Space. You won't find it in Amazon and First Cry or any of the local store. I fortunately happened to come across this game. And what is it? I'll tell you. Now these are the flash cards with riddles. Okay, there are some 100 flash cards, and generally the flash cards have only the picture of the subject and the name behind it. But these flash cards are the flash cards with a riddle. For example, I'll go through this easy card. This says, I have a very long tail. I am brown in color. I screech and shout. I swing on the trees. Who am I? So the child says monkey. So you can present the child this card to the child in this way, or another way you can say is you can pick up one or two sentences. For example, I go through this. Shivansh, who is brown in color with a long tail and swings on the trees? And he says, by looking at the card, he says monkey. Okay, this way there are somewhat 5 to 6 categories. There are few insects, there are few animals, there are few house objects, day-to-day objects, there are few community helpers, and in total there are 100 cards. Again, another thing what I do is I have taken this foam sheet, and I have attached these popsicle sticks behind the card, and we play like this. Like, I place 3 cards here, and I ask him, Shivansh, what is red in color and round and oval, since he's aware about the shapes and color. And from these 3 cards he picks up and says tomato. And then I say, Shivansh, what is green in color and is also called a maze? So he picks up this one, and you can start up with the objects which the child is already aware. So this is one. And next is, this is a clock by the brand Funjoy. Okay, this is a foam clock, and my child is already aware about the time by hour. Like, I tell him, Shivansh, small hand is on 1 and big hand is on, big hand is on 12. What time is it? So he says 1 o'clock. Shivansh, small hand is on 2 and big hand is on 12. What time is it? So he says 2 o'clock. So he's already aware about the time by hour. Next thing what I'm going to do is to explain him the time by half an hour. So it goes like this. Shivansh, the small hand is on 1 and big hand is on 6. What time is it? It's 1:30. And so on. Okay, so this is the second one. Now, third resource is, this is a game by Clever Cubes again. I really recommend the brand Clever Cubes and Creatives. They have many toys, educational toys. And this is a game called Spot the Dots. And I'll show you what is available there. Okay, these are 5 boards here, boards given here. Okay, and there are few cute buttons given here, right? And there are again picture cards of 1 to 10 objects, and then here are cards. These are the cards which shows number by finger, and these are the numerical cards. And what the child has to do is he has to spot the dot on the cow. For example, here is 1 spot. So what he does is put a button here, put an object which has 1 picture here, and puts a numerical 1 and a hand figure showing 1. So it is again a very good resource for teaching counting to a child. Okay, so this is one, and then this is again by Clever Cubes, and its name is Feather Fix. And I'll show you what this is. Actually a bird puzzle, and here we have a spinner. A child has to spin this, and whatever bird comes here, for example parrot, okay, and then he has to make the puzzle. Like these are hexagonal cards, and every card has the body part of different birds. So for example parrot comes on the spinner, so what he does is he has to prepare the puzzle like this, okay, and so on. There are some 8 to 10 birds on the spinner, okay. Then this is one, okay. Then we have phonics language puzzle. This is by Imagine. It's called Alpha Puzzle. What is inside is there are these different tiles from A to Z, okay. Now these tiles these can be separated like this, or even the letters on the tiles can be removed. So you can play with the this puzzle in many ways. Like you can give it to a child to match the capital letters with the small letters, or you can give these 3 tiles to be matched together, or if you your child is not able to match capital with small, then you can just give the small letter and the object which it represents. So zip. And these cards, very colorful cards, very cute cards, and these are available from A to Z. Obviously I don't give all the cards together, I give them 4 or 5 cards one at a time. So this is again a good puzzle. Then I have these brain quest cards, and I really recommend these brain quest cards. You will get it through Amazon. Now what is there in the card, I'll show you. These cards are available for all the ages, like 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 5 to 6 and all. I'll show you what it has. Now it has 2 deck 1 and 2, and deck 1 and 2, and what it has is, like, there are 350 questions in the card. For example, this is a monkey, this is a monkey called Max. So there are few questions like what monkey does the whole day. For example, here it is written, these are the cards for getting up. Here it is written, who just woke up. So the child says, Max. Where is Max? So child has to point out here. What do you see in his room? So the child will describe, there are sleepers, there is an engine, there is a ball, there is a car, there is a clock, there is a window, and so on. Then there are questions like, what is this called? So the child says, clock. Who is awake? The Max. What is Max putting on his feet? He is putting on his slippers. So in all, there are so many questions and so many objects. And why I recommend these cards is, especially those who have a second language as the frequently speaking language. For example, Gujarati or Hindi, those who are speaking, for them these cards are very important. Like usually we speak to a child in English, but those sentences are limited to 2 words. For example, come here, sit there, bring water. What this does is it enhances and improves the child's vocabulary. There are who, what, when questions here, so the child comes to know where to ask what, when to ask when, and how these words, how these questions are to be done. And it really improves a lot of the vocabulary of the child. And these are again, and there are the instructions given on the first page. So I really recommend this deck for the child. Okay, then next is again a puzzle from Clever Cubes. Now there is a board of fish, and there are the fish cutouts, but this is not simple matching game. The cutouts are in 2 parts, right? So you can see half the fish is there. So what the child has to do is match the 2 cutouts. It is difficult than the a regular matching puzzle. That's why I bought this from Clever Cubes. Okay, so this is one, and then I have this puzzle. This is again the language puzzle by creatives. It's called Fun with Words, and there are 3 pieces puzzles. For example, see, this can be broken into like this. If you give these 3 parts, what the child does is he has to match these 3, okay, like this. And since my child already knows the letter sounds, I make him practice the words, CVC words I am currently practicing. So the child just says box, box. So there are I think 30 sets of 3 pieces puzzle. So it's again a good resource. Okay, then I have this Fun with Beads game. There are a few beads in different shapes and different colors. This is again good for free play. The child comes to know about different shapes, the rectangle, triangle, square. There are laces available. The child can lace the beads, and it's a very good free play activity, and it develops concentration because a lot of concentration is required while the child is lacing. And these are again these are actually from another brand, Braino Kids, but you can also get these puzzles from creative brand. And what the child has to do is he has to match the animal with their babies. For example, zebra with foal, and this is monkey, and he has to match with the infant. There is a dog, and he has to match with the puppy. And so there are actually 24 large pieces, so 12 animals. You can also buy a puzzle from Creative. It has 3 pieces puzzle. For example, the dog, their babies, and their homes. So instead of buying this, you can buy that also. And now I'll show you something that I have made. If you don't want to spend so much on the toys, you can make them home also. Now this is a simple box available from market, or you might be having it where you might have bought the clothes and available with it. Now what I have done is I have placed a simple white sheet over it. I have made these columns, and I have colored them into different colors, and I have made slots. And then I have some popsicle sticks. I actually don't know where did I place it. I'm sorry, but I have a colorful popsicle sticks. And what the child does is put the matches the color and puts the popsicle stick on the slot. So this is again a good game. And then second game which I have prepared is about these balls. And I have again taken this cloth box, pasted the different balls which I had printed from Google, and here are different cutouts of the ball. And what the child has to do is here the slots have been made, and what the child has to do is I ask him, Shivansh, where is the rugby ball? So he takes this ball and puts it here. Shivansh, where is the golf ball? He puts it here. Where is the tennis ball? And so on. So after all the balls are placed, it really makes a very good view. This is again, he loves this game, and this is a good resource. Okay, that's it. So I hope this video was useful to you. You can, if you like my videos, do subscribe it, give a thumbs up, and you can also give me your suggestions and comments. I would love to hear from you. Thanks for today. Thanks for watching. Bye. Take care.